On a cold winter night, Ethan was walking beside a deserted river, trying to escape the stresses of his busy day. Suddenly, amidst the sound of the wind and the whistling of the trees, he heard a weak, intermittent barking. He stood still, struggling to locate the source of the sound. It sounded like a tiny soul was fighting for survival. Ethan approached the source of the sound, turning on his phone's flashlight. In the dim light, he saw two gleaming eyes pleading for help. There was a small dog, bogged down in the mud, trapped between broken branches and slippery rocks. He tried to get up, but his thin body was powerless. Ethan felt a pang of fear. Could the dog be aggressive? Would it bite him if he came too close? But with each passing moment, the barking sound became quieter, as if the life was slowly draining away from him. He decided to overcome his hesitation, because compassion is stronger than fear. As Ethan walked along the riverbank, he spotted a shadowy, imposing figure approaching. Fear gripped him until the figure stepped into the light, revealing a cloaked man with a worried expression. The man, John, asked about Ethan's dog, relieved to find it was his lost pet. Grateful, John shared that the dog had been his source of comfort after a personal loss. Touched by his story, Ethan offered to help ensure the dog's well-being, and the two men walked together, exchanging stories in the cold night. Ethan looked at the dog wagging its tail, as if proud of itself. Their bond had deepened. As they reached the parking lot, the light of dawn began to creep over the horizon, casting a soft light over the landscape. Ethan felt a deep sense of peace, realizing that the dog had brought two strangers together. Back at Ethan's apartment, the dog settled into his new bed while John, now more at ease, sipped the warm drink Ethan had made. Grateful for Ethan's help, John admitted he was ready for a fresh start, realizing what it meant to care for something again. Deciding the dog deserved a real name, he chose Hope, because that's what the dog had given him that night. Ethan smiled, knowing that even the smallest acts of kindness could change lives. That night, they hadn't just found a dog, they had found a new beginning.